review segment this morning where we're going to discuss an array of issues. Our guests are already seated. Zainab, who are we engaging this morning for the newspaper review?
We are engaging Mr. Senyor Ameplenu. Yeah. Sorry, the name is heavy. It's a sweet name anyway, but it sounds very heavy in my mouth.
Sorry, after the show, I'll get some money from Good Board and then, get you some banku and so that you'll be able to, pronounce it properly.
And we also have with us Abdulai, right? Yes, the communication team member of the NDC.
So, Senor and Abdulai, you're going to say something?
Yeah, in fact, I need to ask them. They are looking very, very splendid. How did the holiday go?
It well.
I think we should, Senor, let's hear from you because
everything is reflecting on him.
The gentleman has started. Why wouldn't you allow him to get?
Well, it's fine. Any one of you can just take it. How the
if for nothing at all, he's in government, so let him speak.
Yeah. Senor, how's the holiday been?
It's been pretty cool. I've been resting at home on my knees praying to God to, usher us into a year that we will not see more of our people being dismissed from one institution and the other. Beyond that also, I've also been trying to go through what I would want as my resolution for the year. It's been a fantastic one. I did not partake in the jamboree that went on from one place to the other in terms of, how do you call it?
30 December?
30 December. I'm not a fan of those things. So I would say that pretty well it's been good. I used it to probably be with my God in, seeking his presence as we enter into the new year. So pretty well, that's what I've done throughout the holidays. But I think we are still enjoying the holidays.
Yeah, of course. I mean, this is only the second day of January, so
exactly,
we are still basking in there.
So maybe, I don't know, maybe if by God's grace there is some money that will come from the $214 million losses, maybe I will also be able to, celebrate it because I don't have cash. So, like I said, since I don't have cash, I'll decide to be in the presence of God.
Abdullah, let's hear from you too. How has it been? Of course, I think the festivities started from somewhere the 20th of December. That is when we were all zooming into the Christmas period proper. Today is day 2 of January. How has it been so far for you as well?
Alhamdulillah, so far so good. We've enjoyed our Christmas. Trust me. Rainfall, goodness. Everyone is so happy. No tension, no stress. Everyone is happy because if you go to the market from 20th, you can't breathe. One is buying a lot of things. That shows that yes, people are happy. I mean, I was so happy because if you watch previous years, the Christmas, compare 8 years of Christmas to this particular Christmas, then you realize that no, there's a relief among Ghanaians.
But there are those who believe that this Christmas rather has been very difficult compared to previous years. You don't share in that sentiment?
I don't think so. You're in Ghana, maybe they just travel, and they just entered Ghana and they don't know what is happening, what is happening in Ghana. Because trust me, this Christmas is one of the best Christmas I've ever witnessed. Yeah, not because we are in power, not because of my government is in power, but trust me, the relief alone. The first time ever, if you ask this economics, they will tell you the first time ever dollar was not beating the cities. The first time.
In the festive period.
Festive period. Exactly. So that should tell you that, yeah, there was something significant in this Christmas. So for me, I believe if this continues, everyone will be happy. Look, I am one person who like comparing items. And if you watch the indicators and you go to the market, things are cheaper. I've never witnessed a fowl being sold as cheap as 80 cedis in the market before.
In 2020?
In 2025. As cheap as 80 cedis.
So they give you a look there. How much did you buy yours? I mean, for family, friends?
I think Senor is having doubts about what
Abdullah is talking about. A crate of egg was going for 50 cedis, from 75 cedis to 50 cedis, as cheap as 45 cedis. That would tell you that Ghanaians were relieved. For me, I was so happy.
Right.
And trust
You
me,
got a crate of egg for
50 cedis.
50 cedis.
Yes, please.
Where some of us are getting a crate of egg for 60, 65.
I don't know
So
where
where
you buy your egg
own
from. I don't
is
know
it
where
from
you buy.
Nankoko and
I don't
Ketin
know where you. No, even
or
if
is it from John
then,
Dumelo's farm that you are getting?
that's what I'm saying. I don't know where you get your own from.
Eh?
For me, I know.
Don't
for sure.
sit here and portray yourself like dollar is what, so prices are down. Inflation is good on paper, but in the pocket of the ordinary Ghanaians, they cannot feel it.
So basically, the Christmas was not good for you. I think that point is well made. We have quite a bouquet of issues to be discussing this morning. We'll be looking at President Mahamad's New Year message. Indeed, yesterday he addressed the generality of the populace ahead of the commencement of the New Year. There are some relevant issues that he teased out. We'll be going into aspects and bits of it. Also, TUC, PRC are calling for calm amid power tariff concerns, and they have assured the public of stakeholder engagement. Then, of course, the NPP's flagbearership race is gaining more and more momentum. We're going to be touching on that issue as well. But I think we want to pick it up from there. Right, let's pick it up from there and then get into the rest of the other issues. Today is 2nd, so that logically presupposes that we have how many more days? It's happening on the 31st, right? The 31st. So all right, 29 days. So 29 more days. Let me just put you on the spot. You've been one of the party's foremost communicators in recent times, and clearly you are itching to return to power. Which of the 5 candidates do you think has what it takes to help your party return to power? Because really, that is what you are looking for in 2020. They are 5 in number. Who are you really rallying behind?
Well, thank you very much. A very good morning to your good selves and then my colleague. And let me say that I bring you greetings from the leadership of our party, led by the acting chairman Bute Smith, together with his other executives. Let me also use your platform to say a very special greetings to my people in the Volta region, wherever they are. I salute all of them. And again, Happy New Year to everyone, including your good self.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think this question is a question that pops up a lot. But one thing I remain steadfast in saying is that I don't have a candidate. My candidate is the party. I stand with the party.
But the party is asking you will be asking you on the 31st to pick one out of the 5.
So that is where the catch comes in. On the 31st of this month, at the end of the election, one person will emerge as the winner.
Absolutely.
And whoever that a delegate deems it fit that deserves to lead our party to win the 2028 election, I, Senyo Amekulenu, I will stand firmly, resolute in supporting that person. Because as it stands now, I remain a youth servant who do not want to jeopardize with the rules of the party.
Are you a delegate, if I may ask?
Yes, I am a delegate.
So that means that Zainab, clearly he's going to be voting.
Definitely, because
I will be voting.
If you are a delegate,
yes,
you'll be voting, right?
Yes, I'll be voting.
So definitely you should have your preferred candidate.
As it stands today, I have been trying to, go through the messages of all the aspirants. And I can tell you, I have sought the face of the Lord during 31st of December last year. And the Lord has told me clearly that, wait, my son, I will tell you who will lead the party on the 30th and then on the 31st. You would vote for the rightful person. So I am not worried at all.
Then it means you've not decided yet.
I have not decided. Like I said,
we have few days to the election.
I told you that last year, 31st, when I did my crossover, I actually seek the face of God.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, we need a leader who will be able to help us win power 2028. And the Lord told me,
said we bring the answer
Senyo,
to NCF.
do not be worried. Wait until 30th of January. I will show you the direction as to who will lead the party.
That's what the Lord told you.
That is what the Lord
So
told me.
when should we wait for this decision to be made, final decision?
Even if I have made my decision as to who I want to vote for, that is between me, my God, and the ballot.
I'm interested in something. Yes. Before God spoke to you, this looks like a very vivid spiritual encounter that you had. But before that spiritual encounter, who were you rallying behind? Before God asked you to wait and...
I have never rallied behind anyone. I have been with the party. I have been with the dictates of the party. If you remain a servant of the party, there is no need for you to go out publicly to say that this is who you are supporting, this is who you belong to.
What if God reveals to you that, okay, my son, I don't think you should vote for either of them? What do you do?
If that is the will of the Lord, let it happen. Then I will decline voting on the very day that will be voting.
But this time...
But as it stands today,
God said He will tell you on the 30th.
God has made it clear to me during my prayers that on the 30th of January, midnight, it will be declared to me, Senor, this is the next flag bearer of the NPP. Go vote for him and even talk to people in the queue to support him.
Question, just before I come to Abdulai, if the one God, asks you to vote for, it's not the one who emerges victorious, what are you going to do? Maybe God tells you that go and vote for candidate A. At the end of the day, it's not candidate A who wins. What will happen? Would that decline your belief in God?
My God does not lie. I worship the one and only God, the creator of heaven and earth.
So, Abdul, what do you make of what Senor is talking
about? He says he's waiting on God.
Oh, to me, I believe there's no credible candidate among the four. That's why he doesn't.
What do you mean by there is no? No. Stop that. Please, be very decorous in your choice of words.
Please.
What do you mean by credible candidate?
No.
Let me tell you. Even the five candidates are far better off than
So if you're waiting on God, wait on God in patience. You're waiting on God.
Now, as your God speaking.
Exactly. No.
As your God speaking.
Maybe probably I have.
As your God spoken,
I've not told you. The three of you over here, you all belongs to NDC and you want to mash me. But let me be very clear with the three of you. Once you are from Ministry of Lands and Good Board, and she is the PRO for Good Board, and he works with Good Board, let me assure the three of you. Let me assure the three of you. I will never have your way on this show. That is what you want to do on this show. So you people must be clear, because once I'm sitting here, my Lord is speaking to me that be mindful of the three gentlemen here with you.
But Senor, I told you earlier, I am not wearing my political cap.
Let's continue. I am only saying that you guys do your moderation with that political colors.
That's okay.
You are not just an ordinary person. You are a very big person. You are matured. And for all this while, you've campaigned, and you've not made a decisive decision. You are waiting for the Lord's voice. That means there's something around the five people. Because for me, if those five people were competent enough, by now you should have a candidate.
Well, maybe he has a candidate, but he still wants the endorsement of the Lord before he takes a final decision.
There's no maybe and no Lord. The old Lord will allow you to endorse any of these five. None of them is credible enough for Ghanaians to. So, for me, I believe in one thing. God that he's waiting for should help him decide the best. Because whoever come out of that place is likely to lead Ghana. And for me, we only pray that his Lord will give him the better choice. But where I'm sitting, out of the five, no credible candidate out of them.
But they're also saying that the NDC is not very comfortable with the possibility of Dr. Bawumia emerging, because they think that if Dr. Bawumia emerges, certainly it's going to thwart their aspirations in 2028. Do you really share that fear within the quarters of the NDC?
Not at all.
Who do you think
when he was even in power, he had how many percent? 38%.
No, it's not 38. On record, it's 41.
So 41% when he was in power. Imagine in being opposition. How hard will it be? Look, let us be clear. For me, Bawumia himself is not. If I was to be Bawumia or anyone around him who advises him, would tell him that he should just retire from politics. Because one, he can never in any way match any of NDC candidates. Because This was someone.
So who among the 5 do you think can match any of the NDC's candidates?
Per your own discretion.
As for the 5, no wonder he couldn't choose any. Because trust me, none, no one.
But definitely one will.
Oh yeah, so at least. Oh no, I think out of them, I don't know whoever. Because if you combine all the 5 together, they don't match any of our candidates. Because
right, we get that. It's perfectly said. But then, definitely, a winner is going to emerge. Yeah. And if you really scan the atmosphere, definitely you know somebody has a potential of emerging as the flag bearer of the NPP.
Out of the 5.
So, per your own discretion, who do you think has the potentials?
None of them.
Oh, but definitely one will emerge.
Yeah, none of them. I don't see any.
Then that means you are not really certain about who you think will win the flag bearer.
No, for me, I don't know, because the authority is backing Bawumia. So definitely we know for sure that he's the only one that they will bring. Because no matter how, all of them are supporting him, the system is supporting him, the system is they've made up their mind that no matter how they are bringing him. So for me...
No, but recent polls also indicates clearly that Kennedy Japan can also not be taken out of the conversation. You don't share in...
The system that has been designed. The system that has been designed. The reason why they are even going for vote this particular month is all orchestrated to support one particular candidate, which is Bawumia. They want him to win, no matter how. Don't forget, they've just changed from bottom up, bottom. If you remember, they are bottom up. This is not what their constitution says they should do, but they have to go and sit down, orchestrate a system that will help Bawumia come. So for me, I don't believe there will be one candidate who stands off among the 5. No credible candidate. Simple put. Bawumia is not... Look, I mean, I always tell... Look, use this word. Bawumia, no matter how you wash him, no matter how you purify him, no matter how you pray and...
But just to be fair...
He is someone who cannot come to Ghanaians and tell Ghanaians that, look, vote for me. Because why? This is someone who said he's an economic messiah, who comes and tells you that $1 to 4 cedis was the very bad mismanagement of the economy, and he is coming as the messiah to come and save Ghanaians. Before leaving, he has to take us to 17 cedis. But this is who
he was. To be fair, Dr. Bawumia was not the president of the republic. Though, yes, perhaps he was the leader of the economic management team. At best, his inputs were advisory, and so you cannot heap all the blame on him. No,
he was what?
He was, even though he was leading the economic management team.
He was the one telling us all the sweet words, lectures upon lectures that he... And don't forget, His Excellency Nanado told us point blank that, look, this is someone who is coming to change the economic fortunes of Ghana.
That's true.
So he put all his trust in him.
That's true. But fast forward, he told us that, he was only... the driver's mate. So I'm saying, shouldn't we cut him some slack and then give him the opportunity to finally get in the proper driver's seat?
This is a mate who learned from a driver who messed up the economy. What are you trying to tell me? This mate is powerful, learned from bad leader, learned from bad economic management team. How on earth would this same person come and transform Ghana? Oh no!
Sakura, let's come to the NDC's backyard and then we'll go to Senor again. Yeah. I saw he was making some.
Yes,
notes. Just before you make those notes, maybe it's too early to call. But while we're talking about the possibility of those who could lead the NPP, what's happening in the NDC as well? We hear a lot of names, coming up. Have you made any decisions yet, or it's far too early for you to get into that?
Currently now, all we are doing is to support His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. To achieve the best, and so far so good. We are just expecting the next 3 years that he will give us all the promises that he has given us, because Ghanaians are still waiting for a lot of promises that we gave them. We have achieved few. As of now, COVID-19 is off, betting tax is off,
the levies, right?
Off. Yes, so we are going systematically one by one. I know for sure that His Excellency John Dramani, with what he is doing now, he will do best.
Your party's General Secretary, just yes. To sustain the conversation, yesterday did say that those who, for example, are calling for the third, the re-election of the president. Yes, he used that word to describe them. He said they are sycophants. All of that, is it setting the tone for any tensions in the NDC, or all is well and good?
So he is general secretary of the party. And he believes that the party has given birth to the government. Hence, it's the party which has every responsibility to make sure that we protect the image of the party.
Right.
Then, the 1992 Constitution says 2 terms. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has his 2nd term now. Those calling and those hearsay or rumor about his 3rd term is not making the party attractive, because we have people who already want us to be bad in public eyes. Hence, he's trying to let them understand that, look, even His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings himself didn't go 3rd term. Hence, we are a party who always uphold the Constitution.
Right.
Hence, they should stop the rumor all around it. And His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has said it clearly. He's not interested in the 3rd term. So he is indirectly letting the people understand that, look, if you want the goodness of the party, if
it's
you
a
want
conversation
the image of the party,
come as discouraged.
Exactly. So
Absolutely.
at least everybody will know that.
Abdul, sorry not to cut you. Let's revisit the question Parkwesi asked about the potential contestants for the NDC flag bearership race. I mean, Global Info Analytics and Musa Dankwa has brought up some polls, and some names have popped up. The likes of Harun Idrisu, the General Secretary of the chairman of the NDC. Honorable Johnson Esiedu Kitia, Atu Forsen, and I think some few other people. What do you really make of the poll? Because for now, you are trying to tell us that you have no idea whether they will be contesting or not. But let's say if they are willing to contest, what do you make of the whole poll? Who do you think has the potentials? Do you think any of them are well qualified to contest and then?
Oh yeah, for me, the names that are coming out are potential people who are very good, credible. They have every reason why they should come. But look, we are talking about data here, which is Musa is bringing data. The party itself will bring its data, bring it out, and we'll go for it. But don't forget, all I'm saying is that whatever His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is doing now, how collectively we will all support him to achieve everything. Because don't forget, we will use His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Sussex to go into the polls. Hence, no matter what, we should all pray, relax, and make sure that he succeeds. Because as of now, we have the next 3 years to make sure that he succeeds. Our focus now is for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to succeed. Whoever comes, we will all rally behind them.
Let me bring in Senor here, then we move on to the next issue. Senor, Sakra says that all the 5 currently lined up seeking to lead the NPP, he says that none of them is credible, but you still insist that you are waiting on God to
I think
advise you on that matter.
It is just out of fantasies that he seeks to use the word people not being credible. If we talk about credibility, he himself seated right here. He has not. I can't even smell the word credibility around him, and he has no locus. He cannot compare the 5 leading members of our party, the 5 members who will be on the ticket. None of them can be compared to even the frontliners who are the names that are coming out of the NDC or from the NDC stock. None of them can be compared.
Why do you say so?
Just relax. I'll go into the nitty-gritty of that. I am saying that because you sit here and push an agenda that the NPP has this. I don't know why you are so, I don't know. You see, I am not sitting in for any particular candidate, but I'm going to respond to you because when you touch any member of the party, I'll respond to you appropriately. You sit here to, to be too fixated with Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. Why? Anytime Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia's name is mentioned, the NDC, then you are jittery.
So you say hold
on. I am not saying, I never said over here. I never said over here that, and even before my statement, I said I am not a spokesperson for any of the candidates. However, they are all leading figures of our party. If you touch Brian, I will respond to you. If you touch Ken, I will respond to you. If you touch any of the other candidates, I will respond to you.
That's fine. You can continue.
I'm saying that you have no locus to sit here and say that Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia can never be a president. Are you God? Are you God? Since when did you become God or Allah to now determine who becomes the president of the republic? For your knowledge, the decision of who leads our party does not lie in the bosom of you or the NDC. It lies in the hands of the stakeholders of our party. That is one key thing you need to know. Again, you sit here and say that the NPP have designed a certain structure to favor Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. Oh, today you now understand that there is a structure that is designed to favor a certain party. But let me tell you, you got it wrong. The NPP is very transparent, it's resolute, and everybody can see what is going on. We are not like the NDC, where in 2022, you decided to punish anybody who was contesting GM at the time. Honorable Dufour, Kwabena Dufour, we saw the humiliation that you guys took him through. Today you sit here hypocritically. You are not even ashamed of yourself. Then you want to tell us that the NPP has designed a certain scheme for Dr. Please, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, I want to believe that he and his team, they are campaigning on their own strength.
But son,
hold on, don't interject me. Please hold on. No. When I'm done, you come in.
I'm not interjecting. I'm just asking.
When I'm done, you come in. Please hold on.
It's an additional question. In fact, there are even some of the 5 who believe that the system has been, designed to.
Those are their opinions. They can hold their opinions. But I am saying that
you speak for all 5 of them.
I am saying that when he speaks to touch any individual, as far as the 5 is concerned, I respond to you.
Yes, and I'm saying that among those 5, you
are a host.
No,
you are a host. Don't pretend to be a panelist. If you want to be a panelist, then come and sit here. Hold on. Who is taking? Am I taking from him or I'm taking from you? He is on the floor, so allow him to moderate.
Then that's the problem.
You guys should, host this show with some sort of decorum.
Why are you agitated? You said
I am agitated because the 3 of you think that I am that person that you can just bulldoze your way. No, you will not get it.
Nothing like that is happening.
Hold on. Who is asking the person?
Let's allow Senior to flow. He should just.
But I have a question.
You or she?
I have a question.
So let me finish.
Hold on. This is the question I have.
No, you are objecting me unnecessarily.
I'm not doing that. You said.
I'm not going to take that. No, listen to me. When I'm done with what I'm saying, then you come in with your question. Thank you. Now, you sit here to portray that the NPP got 38%.
No, we corrected that for.
Hold on, no. I don't need your correction. I want to put him to street proof. Prove to me. Go to the Electoral Commission website and show me the data that tells that the NPP got 38%. In Ghana's history, the person who actually got or was flogged with the heaviest defeat as far as election outcome is concerned is your president. In 2016, what was his percentage? In 2016, what was his percentage? It was 34%. You sit here and want to say
what? It wasn't 34%.
Please.
No, just because you want
when I'm done, you can bring your facts out.
No, but
whether it was to, but I'm telling you that
Bawumia had 41. John Mahama in 2016 had 44. I just think
I am telling you that he is the worst we have ever had. That has happened to us as far as election victory is concerned. So you don't have the temerity or the guts.
I guess you're taking inspiration from the fact that.
Please, Zainab, kindly relax. When I'm done with him, you come. You guys cannot be. We are not in Mankalanta where you just drink questions. Show some sort of professionalism. You claim you are our host, so show some in the journalism ethics. You don't throw questions by heart. You put up some sort of professionalism. So please take that. Now, I'm saying that. You don't sit here and claim that the NPP got 38%. It is wrong. These are the usual propaganda that you've been washed with. And day in, day out, you want to be on the fence and be speaking that chorus. Please, get to your books and learn. You have an economy to manage. And you sit here again to say that Namado actually protected Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. And he came and today he's no more the economic wizard. But have you forgotten? Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, the first ever vice president, that today he's on record. Please, stop this.
No, I'm just continuing.
He's on record to be the only effective vice president. He pushed for one intervention, which is digitalization, that your president even attested to that. It is helping him as a president. That you sit here and you are singing Ayampia to all of us. What are you telling us? What are you telling us? You want me to tell you who I'll be voting for because you have failed to even identify any credible person from your party so far who is coming.
Abdulai, respond in 30 seconds. And let's get to the president's New Year message.
That is what I want you to understand. You don't sit here and just sing I am Pierre like that. Thank you.
All right. So
30 seconds and we get to the president's New Year message.
He was trying to lie to Ghanaians by saying John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama had 30-something%. On a fact, it is 44.53%.
So, but do you also agree that you lied? So did you also lie? Did you lie? Tell the public, they are watching you. Did you lie when you said NPP got 38? Did you lie?
I'm like 30 seconds.
You see your hypocrisy?
On
still
record.
have 30 seconds.
You see your hypocrisy?
You still have 30 seconds.
On record.
You see your hypocrisy?
Yes.
And this is your usual rhetoric. Madam, I've told you this. Don't do that.
Then, okay. Then
don't do
let's
that.
allow
when
Abdul
it's done, then you
flow.
can ask the question.
Allow Abdul to flow.
You were
Abdul
here.
flow.
You even insulted my integrity, credibility, and stuff. I was.
When you were insulting the credibility of my leaders,
Senor, please.
You see, I was so mute. So just relax. It's not about shouting. Shouting will never. With all your shouting, 41% or 42% that you are talking.
Today, it's good you're admitting it. It's good you're admitting it.
See, the reason why we always talk about the Electoral Commission and their faults around it is this because of these figures. Because changing figures, bringing 38, bringing 41 is the reason why we are where we are. You understand? So let's put that aside. On record, the abysmal performance ever is Bawumia, who has 41%. So if you can't compare 41% to 44%, so don't tell Ghanaians that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama had the bad record. No, it is never true. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama had 44%. And look, as I was saying, no matter how you shout, no matter how you protect whoever you want to protect, because you are here, definitely we all know who you are supporting right now.
No, he said he's waiting on God. Please. He said he's waiting on God.
No. Retract that statement.
To be fair.
Retract that statement.
Stop that word.
Retract
that statement. I will not retract. You are here and you support it.
Whatever you want.
Everything shows that you support your opinion. We are muted.
That is your opinion.
You are here supporting
That is your opinion.
Clearly, you can't deny it.
I represent the party, but when you touch one, you touch all. I speak for everybody.
Allow
He was quiet when
we are quiet. Doesn't mean anything. Look, we are here. When Kennedy Japan said it that look, the system is favoring one person, and that is why we're here. Brian Chopo said it. We're here. All of them said it. What are you talking about?
And it's on record.
It's on record. Why are you talking? It's like you are talking as if we are not in Ghana. We are just coming out of the moon. And
so when I sit here and you tell me that Dr. Bawumia is you to shut up and listen to me.
Let's talk.
You don't sit here and say Dr. Bawumia you have targeted the man.
Let's hold on.
Stop this. The three of you never have your way. I'm telling you.
Let's hold on.
He's representing God. He's also
ladies and gentlemen. The argument.
Thank you.
Heated.
Thank you very much. We are moving to the president's. We are moving to the president's New Year message. That's fine. That's fine.
I'm supporting Bawumia.
I will respond to you. You speak against Kwabena. I will respond to you. When you speak against Edutu, I will respond to you. The same way if you speak against Bawumia, I will respond to you.
But Senor,
audacity. You are not president.
No, just hold on.
Any member of
Let's allow decorum to prevail.
Let's calm down.
Senor, calm down.
None of them is credible.
Calm down.
Which
Calm down.
Abdulai, it's fine. Abdulai, calm down. I understand.
You have no gas to speak against any of the five.
At this moment, I think you have to allow.
I want to compare them to any of those names popping up in your party. Come on, you guys.
None of them is
right. I'm not saying anything.
We've seen them before.
We are
you try.
Don't
touch any of them.
It's time for us to delve into the other aspect of the conversation. Yesterday, the president of the
sitting here.
Yesterday, gentlemen, calm down. Gentlemen, calm down. Right. We're moving into the next story. Yesterday, we had the President of the Republic, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, who addressed the country in this new year 2026. So we're going to listen to the President and then we'll come back.
Citizens, as we stand at the threshold of a new year, I come before you with a heart full of gratitude and renewed determination. Tonight, as families gather across our beloved nation, from the shores of Keita to the savannah plains of Bolgatanga, from the forests of the western region to the vibrant streets of Kumasi and Accra, I extend my warmest wishes to every Ghanaian, wherever you may be. A happy new year to all my fellow citizens. Exactly 6 days from now, we shall mark the first anniversary of the sacred oath I took before God and country. It was a solemn commitment to reset Ghana and build together the nation we all deserve. I can confirm that the promise of renewal we made was not mere rhetoric. It was a covenant, and we have begun to deliver on that covenant. 1 year ago, we inherited a nation in distress, an economy on its knees, unemployment crushing our youth, infrastructure crumbling, public trust eroded, and hope dimming in the eyes of our people. We're told that the recovery would take a generation, but I knew something our critics did not know. I knew the resilient spirit of the Ghanaian people. At the dawn of the new year, I stand before you to say our beloved nation Ghana is rising again. We've accomplished a lot together in the past 12 months through prudent management and difficult but necessary reforms. We've reduced inflation from the distressing levels above 23% by the end of 2024 and are hopeful to end 2025 with inflation at single digits of just above 5%. We have achieved relative currency stability and on track to be ranked among the best performing currencies in the world for 2025. We're accelerating economic growth and creating more opportunities for our young people. We've restored business confidence and have seen a significant increase in both domestic and foreign direct investment. We've restored Ghana's credibility with our international partners, successfully completed the renegotiation of our debt obligations on terms that protect our sovereignty while at the same time ensuring sustainability. We're beginning the process of exiting the IMF program with dignity, not as supplicants, but as partners. Our young people are Ghana's greatest assets. We're beginning to see significant growth in sectoral performance. Construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and services are showing very strong growth.
Also, those were excerpts of the President's message yesterday, his New Year message, as we have zoomed into 2026. The President of the Republic, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, had cause to address the country on a number of issues. He amplified some of the successes of the administration over the first year and also forecast into the 2026 new year, things that the good people of Ghana should be looking forward to. Senor, quickly, let's pick your thoughts on the President's address. He highlighted some of the successes that have been chopped so far and also indicated that there's certainly going to be more. I believe you heard the President, your general impression.
But why do you always want to start with me when you can start with him?
I don't have credibility.
You are all
first round. You are not being fair.
So you are all Ghanaian.
In journalism, one thing that is fairness. You are not being fair to me.
So you are both Ghanaians.
No. Hold on. You are not being fair to me. In journalism, one thing is fairness. You are not being fair. You started with me. So one would have thought that in the next session, you will start with him. But why do you want to start with
You don't have an opinion on the President's address?
I have an opinion, but I want him to start. I disagree with you. Oh, why?
No, at least you take the floor.
What's your take on the
just give your own opinion.
Don't do that.
Senor, the President made mention of inflation dropping down to 5% in 2025. 2025, sorry, before the year ends. But then as compared to 2024, inflation was near 24%. What do you make of this current inflation by the president? I think the current inflation is 6%.
Right.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much. Viewers, first of all, let me say that the heated argument you saw has to happen because I needed to deflate the propaganda that my brother and the purported NDC-clothed journalists are trying to put up over here. So I need to deflate that and correct the narrative of the so-called 38 and the others they were saying, or the gentleman was saying. Now, on the issue of the New Year message, in fact, I wept yesterday in the evening after listening to the president. I wept as a young person in this country. I wept in the sense that I felt that there was no sincerity and hope in the president's message. There was no assurance in the president's message. And I picked few thoughts which I'll be speaking to. I keep repeating that
3 minutes.
I keep repeating that governance cannot be resorted to pseudologia fantastica, where you want to choose where to lie, where to
Pseudo what? Pseudo what?
Pseudologia fantastica.
What does that mean?
The meaning is in my context. What it simply means is that fantasies, deceptions, and you can continue with it. So I'm saying that governance cannot be resorted to pseudologia fantastica in the sense that the president came yesterday to portray to us that he was a sincere leader. He was a leader who cares so much about the welfare of the people. Talk about the 6.3% of inflation rate. They are good at mentioning, we've reduced this, we've reduced that, we've done this. Inflation is very good when it comes on paper. But in the pockets of the ordinary Ghanaians, ask yourself how many people were able to celebrate the Xmas. There are people from Golokpati in the Volta region, Keta, Anglogan, Jalukope, Bole Bamboy, Abra, and the likes. There are people from these communities or these towns who could not afford 1 square meal, even though the president portrayed to us yesterday that inflation is in single digits. Now, there was one intriguing thing that the president said yesterday, that I felt that his entire message delivered to us is just shambolic and lacks hope. And in it, he said that whether you voted for the NDC, or whether you voted for me or not, we are all Ghanaians. The reset is for all of us. That's one of the points I picked from it.
You like that part?
I disagree with the president because I think that this whole mantra of reset is a scam or a fraud business.
But Senor, back to...
He asked me a question. I have not even landed. You're interjecting.
Okay, you answer. I have a question.
No, you will let me forget what I want to say.
I have a question for you.
You cannot say that you are resetting this country and be doing the usual rhetorics that we know. I feel that the entire so-called reset mantra is a scam and a fraud in the sense that if the president claimed that the reset is for all of us, where do other members of Ghanaians fall? Even in a classical example, you, Pakwesi, who is the PR for Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, who is the PR for NAMOS, who again is the PR for Gold Board. The question I ask is that, are you the only one who has that wisdom? Is it that we don't have any other Ghanaian? If the president claims that it is for all of us, then what it means is that we must have individuals occupying that position, not to, hijack the journalists, the CSOs, and give them positions. Fast forward, Honorable Joyce Bauer, family and friends, yet the president comes to tell us that the reset agenda is for all of us. welcome in is for all of us. When we have Joyce Bauer herself, who is the special aide to the president.
10 seconds.
But there was a time.
People do this?
There was a
Who
time
is
in the
special
past.
aide to
The past
president?
government was actually
who is the special aide to the president?
family members.
Yes, you have the husband of Honorable Joyce Bauer, who is the board chair for Ghana Standard Authority. You have the sister Clara Bauer Atta, who is a CEO of Gifts. You have the husband of Clara, who is also another appointee of the
we
JM
witnessed
government.
Nana Akufo-Addo's administration having daughters.
You have about 5 people coming
position.
from just one family. The question I ask is the country for just Joyce Bauer and the NDC,
the
or
question
it
is
is
not
indeed,
to justify
or it is
anything,
indeed
Senor.
for the entire populace?
Senor, not to
So again,
justify what
you have
are saying.
the General Secretary's wife,
Senor, your time
who is
is
the
up.
CEO of CBG Bank.
That's fine, Senor.
Where
Now-
comes in the research is for all of
Senor,
us.
let's listen to the
You
other
have
question
Asiedu
That's
Nketiah's
okay.
son,
That's okay.
who was the deputy CEO of MIF. Where comes in the research
listen-
is for all of
let's
us.
listen to
Senor,
Zainab's question.
What are you saying?
to Abdulai.
You guys should
The
give me the
previous
chance
government,
to talk.
we saw the previous
Allow this
government.
heckling.
It's not heckling.
This
We
saw the
unnecessary
previous
interjection.
government, in fact,
This
the president's
unnecessary-
daughter
I don't know if people
occupying a ministerial position.
Then stop
No,
that.
Zainab,
How about
stop.
that?
It's a question.
Because
It's a question.
nothing
It's
at
just a
all.
question.
If for nothing
Zainab,
at
hold
all.
on. It's like
No,
you
ask the question
There's a
in the
follow-up
professional
question.
way.
There's a
So
You
it's a
ask me
follow-up question.
He asked the question, I'm not done. Then he's also
But
asking
it's
the
just a
secretary
follow-up
that-
question.
Your time is up.
Senor,
Your time is up. So
the
now Zainab
previous,
has a
we saw the
question for you.
previous
These
government
Jandan
where
guys are there.
the
It took
president's
time.
daughter was
If you guys want to,
occupying
if you
a
want us
ministerial
to,
position.
if you want us to start on this,
The
note,
president's daughter
then
was
we'll go by
occupying
that
a
standard. If
ministerial
that's what you want.
Why this not to justify your claim, but we in the past previous government we saw the president's daughter occupying ministerial positions. What do you also make of that? Are you also saying I mean 2 legs bad, 4 legs good, or 4 legs bad, 2 legs good? Let me put it that way.
You see,
So in 10 seconds, we come to Abdulai.
the former president's daughter, as she claimed, got an appointment. And I believe that it is based on that Ghanaians asked us to go home. When I'm on set or when I engage in NDC people and you keep reminding us that you did that, you did this, the question I ask is that, was it not because of those same things that Ghanaians voted the NPP?
So you think that was wrong? It was wrong.
If something that you use who is a PR for Godbot, a member of the NDC, who criticized us when we were in government at the time, today, you nicodemously come back.
Was there a time you criticized the president for appointing his daughter?
Insensitivity on your part to now tell us that the very things you criticize, you now have the guts.
Was there a time you criticized the
your own family and friends into the
Was there a time you criticized the president?
Is that what you mean by research for? Or is that what you mean by research for?
Was there a point you criticized
the president? You guys should be ashamed of yourselves to be defending this unnecessary appointment.
I think the question has not been answered.
Was there a time you criticized the former president for appointing his daughter?
Of course, I have done that.
On this platform?
On this platform?
Maybe not on this platform.
Other platforms?
Yes, I have done that. I have criticized why the president then will appoint the daughter as member of the tourism, authority. So what do you sit here to tell me? That because Namado appointed a daughter, so Joyce Bauer and the entire 5 families, they are the only Ghanaians we have in this country. Your research means that family and friends. That's what you want to tell me. You should be ashamed of yourselves.
Abdulai.
You promised Ghanaians heaven and earth.
Abdulai,
the last thing no, there's one thing. You see, the president said something which you will like. The president said something which you like. The president said what?
Perfectly. I'll ask him another
we
question.
shall intensify the fight against corruption. Every CD that belongs to Ghanaians must be accounted for.
Right.
Then the question I ask is that, why is the NDC shaky when Ghanaians and other meaningful people are asking Sammy Jeffy, your boss, to account for the $214 million loss that he got recently.
Abdulai.
Why are Ghanaians?
240
million losses that came out. That he is singing, you know, all sorts of, he's writing all sorts of.
How did Goldberg come into the narrative?
The president is asking that we should be, you know, citizens and not be spectators.
Was it
make sure every city is accounted for.
Was the law specifically targeted
an amount of money to work with? When you are giving money to work with.
So I think your time is up. No, your time is up.
She asked a question.
Abdulai,
when you are giving money to work with,
was the law specifically targeted at Goldberg? Was the law specifically targeted at Goldberg?
It has a link between Goldberg and
go ahead.
BOG.
Why?
So who is accounting for the loss?
Because IMF reports, we read that the loss was actually incurred by BOG.
And BOG is also saying different things. So who is actually telling the truth?
But
that is why we are demanding for accountability.
Very well.
Because the president in his New Year message said we should demand for accountability.
Very well, thank you.
So you have no locus to question me asking for accountability.
Thank you.
It is our money.
Thank you.
We have to demand for it. Sami Jeffy, your good self who is the PRO, your good self who is also an assistant A of the Gold Board. We are seeking for clarity and transparency.
Yeah, Abdulai.
Okay, so thank you so much. I think my brother will be very cool with me. When I start, he will not come and interject.
No, he won't have the right to do that.
Now, let me, even before I come to your question, I just want to remind Ghanaians about one thing and remind him about one thing, that if now you are talking about accountability and losses and stuff, in 2017, Bank of Ghana, under their watch, made losses of $340 million. In 2018, Bank of Ghana made losses of $1 million. In 2019, Bank of Ghana made losses of $550 million. In 2020, Bank of Ghana made a loss of $850 million. In 2021, under their watch, $650 million. In 2022, $5.4 billion that they made loss of. In 2023, $900 million. In 2024, that he's talking about, he is even talking about 2025. And in 2024, they made loss of $650 million. This is record. And these are facts. Under their watch, Bank of Ghana made all these losses in all these years. So if today he's trying to tell Ghanaians that Bank of Ghana has made a loss, and he's indirectly trying to put Bank of Ghana losses or any other losses to Goldberg, it's up to him. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has said it. It is not a party or a government for the party, which is Ghana is not for NPP. Ghana is not for NDC. Ghana is not for CPP. Ghana is for Ghanaians. And he is the leader who is making sure that he will bring us from the shambles, from the economic mismanagement that we have witnessed so far. And what he said, and I thought was, well, Ghana is rising again. And it's for sure. Look, inflation is dropping. Exchange rate is dropping. That one alone.
There are those who say they don't really feel that in their pockets, despite the fact that on paper there have been marginal improvements. They don't see it practically in their livelihoods. Okay,
so let me give you how you feel it. E-levy, if you were supposed to pay e-levy of, or let's say from where e-levy was being off to now, if you are supposed to pay e-levy of 50,000, is it in your pocket or not? You are getting it in your pocket. You will feel it. And look, now if you go to the port, exchange rate, someone who's supposed to pay a duty of 1 million Ghana cedis is now paying duty of 200,000 Ghana cedis. That is significant profit that you have made. Now, exchange rate, if you are doing business, forex business, and you are supposed to transfer, let's say, $20,000. If $20,000 is of exchange rate of 14, and now $20,000 you are doing exchange rate of 12, you feel it in your pocket. No, it is just 1 year. We've made just 1 year, and we have seen all this improvement. So wait till the next year, which this year we have, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama said one thing, Ghana is rising again. And that is it. So Abdul, move along with us.
I posed this question to my brother, and he refused to answer me.
Okay.
But let me ask you. Earlier last year, 2025, inflation was about 23 to 24%. But then at the latter part of the year, we saw inflation dropping to a single digit. The president was actually in his speech, he was expecting the digit to, drop to 5%, but then we have it at 6%, I think. Yes. What do you think has changed? What has actually changed? What happened? Do you think the NDC did a magic, or there was a particular thing they actually, did to drop the inflation to that digit?
The clear answer is fiscal management and discipline. We were very disciplined. The whole last year were very, very disciplined. No mismanagement, paying unnecessary bills. Look, especially, I'll give all the credit to Ato Forsen. He did so well within last year because, look, the leader is very key. And His Excellency John Dramani Mahama made a promise that he will make sure that we move from the shambles of the economy and will bring the economy to a place where every Ghanaian will be happy. And the finance minister did so well. Look, at the port, he did one massive thing at the port that people normally siphon money or transfer money outside with the IDF system at the port. He did thorough investigation around it and make sure that before you even transfer any money from Ghana, you have to pass through due diligence, you have to pass through documentation, series of documentation. So if you watch, there was a time where importers were complaining that they can't transfer money because what we found out was that over $80 million were out of the country without proper documentation. Hence, the IDF system that he did investigation around came whereby when you want to transfer money or to buy items from outside, you need proper invoice, you need proper documentation before you transfer the money. And that one alone, that discipline alone, that management alone was so impressive. Now at the port, before you transfer any money, you have to go through proper documentation. At first, the banks were overlooking it. The law was there, but they didn't pay much attention to the law. Hence, all our forests, all our money was just going anyhow. But now, with that particular one alone, so you see, it is not a miracle. If it was to be a miracle, we would have seen all this miracle years back. But look, it takes men of integrity. It takes discipline.
Sakra, I guess...
To reach where we are now.
Sorry if this is an interruption,
but
but
fine.
Just because you talk about the gangs, there are some Ghanaians who also feel that, within the realm of gangs and improvements, very little has been done with respect to oral recoveries.
Sure.
The concern has been that, oral came with a lot of pomp and pageantry. However, the outcome has been a bit retarded. Your reaction to that? Do you really think that oral is failing, as some Ghanaians think?
Not at all. Oral is never failing. Oral was something that would bring discipline to the system. Oral was going to bring much more decency to the system. And look, people who cry and always talk about oral, I don't understand them. If you are not a criminal, if you are not a thief, you will not be scared of oral. You will embrace oral and make sure oral stays with us. What is oral? Operation Recover All Loot.
It has been 1 year.
Yes. Oral is not a witch-hunting institution. Oral is not a witch-hunting project. Oral is a project that will protect our funds. Oral is a project that will recover the loot. So it is not a rush. It is not a 100 meters run. It is a system. One, you need to investigate. You need to have evidence. You need to prosecute. So one thing about oral is not just rush.
So are you saying in a year, you couldn't do at least just one prosecution? Just one?
No, you see, that's what I'm
Because you have just 4 years. If in the first year, nobody is prosecuted, under the oral project, it begs the question, what then would be happening in the remaining 3 years? If in year one, nobody at all was prosecuted?
The vision is not to prosecute. The vision is not to witch hunt, as I said. The vision is to be real. And look, if you accuse someone that, look, you have done A or you have done B, you need to prove beyond doubt. That is what oral is doing. Don't forget, it was in phases. The first phase was to call on Ghanaians to bring information, call on Ghanaians to bring evidence. And the second was Attorney General to do the prosecutions, which we are in a stage where Attorney General is now doing such. Now, this
He has been accused of firing missiles only in the media, but yet to drag anybody properly to court and have the person nailed. Is that a view you share as well?
Every leader has a star, and I believe his star is one. Don't forget the very first day, I'll take note of what he said. He said, look, I am someone who Ghanaians have given opportunity to, and we have sent him to do a particular job. Right. And what he's doing is that he is coming to tell Ghanaians about this case. And when he finished from where he is sitting, when he finished, he will not answer any question again, than to go to court. For you to know that, look, this case, this is how far he has done his research. This is how far he has investigated the matter. Else he's going to court. He's just accountable to the people. That is it. That is his style. He's accountable to the people. So that you don't go and hear any hearsay. What he has done so far, he's telling you before he goes to court. The moment he enters the courtroom, he sees of talking about it. And that is a brilliant style. To me, I like it. And look, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama yesterday gave us hope, especially the youth. He said, look, we are not the leader of the future. We are the leader of today. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama assured us that there will be more employment this particular year. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama talks about the healthcare, the universal health coverage that he's talking about, infrastructure. We should be expecting a lot of infrastructure this year. And he has already told us that Ghana will be like a construction site everywhere you go. There will be roads, construction. And the big push, which is a $10 billion big push, will be invested into the country. Right. And the energy sector, he has given us an assurance that this is the time for us to have one of the biggest reforms in the energy sector. And His Excellency John Dramani gives us
wrapping up
than hope. The hope that, yes, we will do it. The hope that Ghanaians will be happy. Hopes that Ghanaians will have a leader. And His Excellency John Dramani Mahama told us clearly that he is not of the NDC, but is of Ghana.
Right.
Whoever comes on board, he will work with any of us. So hope is here. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has delivered the hope. It is up to all of us to come together. But the only thing I take out of yesterday, what he said was, we the youth are the leaders of today. We should take the opportunity, seize the opportunity, and make sure that we make it. Employment, youth advocacy. Look, it is the basic of all.
Thank you, Abdulai.
Employment. And employment is the key in the 2026.
Zainab, there was a question you wanted to ask, and I think now the road is clear for you to do that, while he also, in the process response, if he has any. There was a question to you.
I actually asked Abdul, he's answered, but I don't know if my brother is still willing to answer the same question with regards to inflation dropping to a single digit, 6%.
But I think you asked me earlier.
No, you did not answer to that question. You didn't answer.
So what
yes,
answer your question.
Yes, there's been an improvement as far as inflation is concerned, because earlier last year, we saw inflation rising to 24%. 23, 24, between 23 and 24. That is on record. And then at the latter part of the year, we saw inflation dropping to 6%. In fact, the president was expecting 5%, but we got to 6.3% of inflation. What do you make of it? What do you think the improvement, what has actually gone on for that inflation to drop to that single digit? Are you impressed as a citizen? Just give me your sincere opinion as a citizen and not somebody wearing his political lens, because obviously it's...
So no, we're waiting for you. Then you react quickly to Abdullai's comments if you have any reactions. Then we move on to the final issue on the belt.
Well, on the path of inflation being reduced to a single digit, when you ask me, what do I make of it? Is that not your question?
Yes.
My response to you is that I don't know whether you people want to be glorified or you want us to go and display your inflation digit, which is, single digit in US, as the president did when he went to the UN program.
But it's something to celebrate.
To show that you are doing something, when in actual sense.
So is it not worth
So you don't believe...
So I won't even conclude my sense.
No, I just want to know, is it not worth acknowledging?
When in actual sense, the single digit, we cannot feel it in our pockets.
How?
Are you seeing the prices of goods? When you talk about inflation, people are saying, why are you relating it to prices of goods and services? Meanwhile, the same group of people, including you, the three of you who are sitting here, years back.
But the prices of petrol...
Years back, you were, comparing inflation to prices of goods and services. Admitting without even seeing the reality. For me, I think that single digit is nothing but just fantasy that you are displaying.
Right. React to Abdulai quickly and then let's continue.
Now, to respond to Abdulai...
You have just 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. Because we want to...
And I hope you guys will not interject me.
Absolutely. So the time
to respond to Abdulai, he sat and gave us history of BOG's losses and all of that. I keep saying that the NPP was booted out based on some of these issues. If the NPP was booted out based on the very things you have enumerated out over here, in common sense will tell you that you don't also have to glorify yourself when you are making losses. Are you now telling us that because BOG made losses, so when between Gold Board and BOG, when there is a loss being declared or being identified by IMF, and we are talking about it, we should keep our mouth shut because the money belongs to the NDC and JM, because it is their pocket money. You have no right. We will talk about it.
Interject, but
no,
Senor,
you see, when you keep doing this,
we were in this country when
it's a follow-up.
Previous government.
So let me finish.
So you
the
just
previous government
you do interject.
celebrated. Celebrated
this mushroom journalism you are doing.
A Kenke party for not going for aid at the IMF. So if you
cannot compare apples to banana, because we are talking about the fact that we were booted out because we did not do well.
Because of the Kenke party.
Not do well, the very things
was it
we
because
did,
of the Kenke party?
Because of the very things that happened. Are you also telling me that you are repeating the losses and we should accept it?
And even as this year, we are not lost. No, don't use the word losses. There's no loss this year.
I hope
Bank of Ghana has not made any losses.
I hope that noise.
No, I just want you to clarify.
I hope that
Bank of Ghana has not made any losses. Bank of Ghana has not made any losses.
I am telling you that
there is no losses around Bank of Ghana as at now. There's no record of losses. So don't keep like we keep making losses.
So you still have your 2 minutes.
Don't use that word.
Proceed.
What we know is that Bank of Ghana has made losses all over this years under your regime. Under our regime 2025, Bank of Ghana has not.
You are not putting.
Why would you say no? I'm just trying to let you know.
Let's go ahead.
Let us set the record straight. Bank of Ghana has not made a loss in 2025.
Right.
So please.
Okay.
You have 1 minute more out of the 2 minutes.
No.
Are you there? You are saying no. Why are you saying? Are you the host? He's the host. You are saying no. Why do you say no to the host? It's the time you
sat here and said BOG made losses.
Official.
The IMF report is saying that Gold Board made 214 million USD loss. Then
which IMF? We are in Ghana, there's no official IMF. Which IMF?
You see,
but why would you talk? Why would you talk?
When I talk, then the PRO of Gold Board comes in to say that it is not Gold Board who is making any loss. It is IMF. So who are we to even believe? You guys,
because there is no official data to support your claim. No, because there is no official data to. There is no official data.
Trustworthy to sit on this. You are lying to the public. You are lying to the public because you are not even trustworthy. You cannot tell. You are not who made the loss. The very company that is paying all of you.
There is why you are not trustworthy.
You sit here and talk about Atufosset is doing something so unique at the port. For the first time,
the
port has been having a lot of challenges, which we know years back. The late Atta Mills, even talked about when he did a surprise check to them. When we came to power, we introduced the paperless system, and that has streamlined the process. Today, if Atto-Forson has come, and all in the name of seeking public attention, all in the name of emboldening what the then government has done, what is so unique about that? Again,
so 30 seconds more.
You sit here and say that Atto-Forson is doing so much, he's doing A, B, and go. That is why the economy.
You can also have the right to speak about.
I want to tell you that. I want to tell you
we
that.
saw what
Atto-Forson.
We saw what
so far, it is very clear. It is very clear. It is very clear that Atto-Forson.
You mismanaged the system.
So far, it is very clear.
Now we are telling you.
So far, it is very clear.
Telling me what?
The finance minister. Atto-Forson has not been spending.
System.
He has not been spending.
But you want him to spend?
The only thing he does
you want him to spend?
Is to be rationing the system. There are a lot of agencies and ministries whose budgetary allocations were not met last year.
He just paid
contractors as of last year.
Last year
when they demanded for their money out of 6 billion Ghana cedis, he paid them just 1 billion Ghana cedis. He paid them just 1 billion out of 2 billion. He paid them just 1 billion. And you sit here. You want us to praise you for your insensitivity. You want us to praise you for your insensitivity.
That is what
this insensitivity.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Sensitivity will not. Atto-Forson is only busy. Hold on. You never targeted him. Atto-Forson seems to be as if he has done so well. He is only busy with
the next item on gentlemen, thank you. All right.
He will do the right thing.
Senator, thank you. Abdulai, thank you.
With dollar tickets.
All right.
And that's what Kenyans want. That is what Kenyans want.
Gentlemen, thank you. We are moving to the third and final conversation. But we want to take a commercial before we come back. The rest of the conversation continues. Don't go anywhere.